What's happening, YouTube? This is a good football question I got asked. It was pertaining to the better team that didn't win the Super Bowl that had a high explosive offense. The 1983 Washington Redskins or the 1990 Buffalo Bills. Which team's offense did you think that you thought was going to win it all that didn't, but they were explosive? Now, that Bills 90s team, 1990 team was the star of the fourth run. Probably the best team that had a chance to win the Super Bowl, too. Thurman Thomas like MVP. Jim Kelly was doing his thing. Andre Reed was bad. James Lofton. The no huddle, the K-gun was explosive. Bruce Smith on the defense. But that offense was everything. I mean, who was prepared for a no huddle, quick hitters? They just had ways of just beating you. And it was like they were wearing you down. And looked like a team of destiny. Now, ironically, I remember that year they did play the Giants. I think they beat them in East Rutherford because I remember that game because I was at a laundromat. If I memory serves me right, that's back when I was in Hampton, Virginia, and it was on a Saturday. And I just gotta remember something too. If your AFC East team don't play the NFC East, it's always like an omen because I remember New England and the Giants. But 17 years later, ain't that funny how deja vu? Having that regular season and the postseason, but that was an afternoon game, but the Bills had won. But the thing was, that Bills team looked unstoppable. They were really, you know, and when you get asked about certain teams that look like they unbeatable and what goes on, you're not thinking that, hey, they going to drop their ball on this. They're not going to have this kind of situation, you know. So it was quite the thing that what ended up happening with this is that it was, they looked like they were with James Lofton. That just, how they tore through the AFC playoffs. They tore the Raiders up. And then, of course, that Super Bowl wide right and everything. And then the Giants devised the perfect plan to kind of make them a half-field team. Won it ugly, 2019, and just did everything with time possession with Jeff Hostetler hung on tough. And they did everything just asymmetrical and played the perfect way to beat them. So that was a heartbreak if you're a Bills fan, still remembering that. But it was the style. But that Bills team looked like a destiny. Well, that 83 Washington team, Charles Brown had a big year as a receiver. John Riggins. They had upset Miami the year before, which I picked Washington to win that Super Bowl. It was kind of funny because I put money on the Raiders to win the Super Bowl against Washington and Marcus Allen. I just thought Jim Plunkett, and I just thought the Raiders were going to beat them. And they smashed them 38-9. Washington looked good during the regular season. I mean, the Hogs were dominant on the line. Joe Gibbs had his team up. But I just didn't buy them winning that Super Bowl. And they got the Super Bowl